See, these are challenging times. I'm not trying to belittle the challenges that are there, but will we stand up and come on top of it, or will we be crushed by it? This is all the choice we have. So when people close to you have died, I must tell you this, every day, 12 to 15 people who are dear to me, who are known to me, are dying per day, every day. People are dying across the age groups. And what is happening is, from the hospital, they're wrapping the bodies and sending it straight to the crematorium, that the family has no participation. So somebody was telling me, her husband passed away in the hospital, she couldn't be there, he was in ICU for 8 days and he passed away. And they said the body will go to the crematorium at this time. Well, the whole entire family went and stood there were many other families. 4 bodies came in one van and it's all wrapped up. They don't know which one is theirs. They just stood there not knowing which one is your family. This is not easy because there's no closure in your mind. This is not easy time, these are challenging times. So, those of us who are well, who are competent, right now, just today I had just before this, I had a meeting with all our volunteers in India, and we are seeing how to set up processes. We are buying a few vans because bodies are not being picked up at the hospital. Taxis are unwilling to come, nobody is willing to lend a car simply because they think it'll get infected and whatever. So we are setting up a few new vans just for this purpose, and volunteers coordinating this effort, at least to move the body from the hospital to the crematorium in a dignified manner, not bundled up in one truck. Because handling somebody who was dear to you in your life, at the moment of death, handling with them with some dignity and decency, it's very vital to come to some kind of closure. One thing is we have lost somebody who's dear to us. Another thing is we could not even do these simple duties that we are supposed to do, and for which there is a natural innate longing. It doesn't matter which culture we belong to, everywhere there is a longing to treat our dead with some sense of respect and regard and dignity. So to provide that, we are creating a whole lot of volunteers, we are creating volunteers to support the local administrations wherever possible. One thing we are doing is, the medical personnel, for the population that we have and the number of nurses, paramedics and doctors we have, they are stretched beyond limits, everybody working 14, 15 hours a day for more than 14 months. They are at the verge of breaking down. If medical systems collapse, then the tragedy will be much bigger. So one thing we are trying to do is right now especially in government hospitals, private hospitals may be taking better care of their personnel. We are seeing how to provide nutritious food. In the middle of the night, they want tea, they want some biscuits, whatever they want, we are trying to provide it to whatever extent we can. Please be a part of that and participate. And there are many other services which are being organized like this. We cannot bring back the dead, we cannot prevent death either, it's not in our hands right now. But we can at least make it little easy for people who have been hardest hit. Please be a part of this, participate in whatever capacity you can.